All right, welcome back, watch fans. Listen, we got a fantastic episode for you today. It's unbelievable, but yeah, we got a real one of our barons has sent us in some pictures for a watch collection review. This is what we do for members of the aristocracy. That's right. When you join this channel, you click the join button, you're going to get a free watch collection review just like this. Now, what value does it have? Look, I think it's worth probably, I don't know, a couple of grand. I mean, look, you're going to get tremendous insights. Maybe not. But let's get into it. Again, if you want to join the channel, again, I don't want any peasants, any lowlives, any of you Archie Luxury or Chomostanis or Buchiachistanis watching these videos. This is only for the aristocrats. All right, so look, let's get into this. We got Baron Watch Your Timing sending us some pictures here. We'll try to get into it. Okay, can we see this here? Is it on the screen? Yeah, it's on the screen. Okay. So let's take a look. Let's take a sticky beak, as a certain Australian, as a certain bogan of Brisbane would like to say. Okay, let's. Now we got some pictures here. This guy's a lot of gold, a lot of gold. We got as the peasants call it, as the Australian lowlives, they call this the solid gold dancer. This is the solid gold dancer, right? This is the landlord watch. This is known as the landlord watch. This is the previous generation, right? Solid gold with a blue dial. It looks like it may be. What generation is this? I mean, this looks like it's got a nice look, a patina on it. Look, so far everything looks good. Now, so far everything looks good. Now we got this Rolex. Okay, we'll get into that in just a moment. Okay, we got some. Look, this thing has some. Okay, there's some issues. This collection has some issues. We'll get into it. I think there's also a question that the punters are asking. But let's get into the video. What do we got here? At the top, we got the Royal Oak. This is the annual calendar. A great watch. We're gonna see if we're gonna get actually a better picture of that. It's a great watch. We got this the Submariner full gold blue dial. I actually like this watch. The earlier generation, if you get the nipple dial on a strap. I mean, the bracelet, it's a little bit, it's a little too much. But hey, I don't know. But this guy actually has some interesting pictures. We're gonna see what he has. We're gonna take a look here. So far, this looks pretty good. Now, hang on a second. He also has an Instagram account. Unbelievable. These people have Instagram accounts. Now, this is the Flex account. This is the account. Now, here's the thing. I think this is a Oriental gentleman who may be at high risk. This is at risk of grooming, because we know that a certain groomer, which is there's a certain gentleman who there's a certain geriatric gentleman who wears Skechers sneakers and built-in pocket squares with vinyl flooring. The Ocuck. Okay, now he's basically he has his eye. He has his eye on the Orientals and Latinos of a certain type. He likes to twink. So be careful. Now this guy might be, I don't know, this guy is Asian. I think he might be, he's got sneakers. I guess this guy's in his, I don't know, 20s, late 20s, 30s maybe. So this guy could be a grooming target for the OC. So I know he reaches out to people on Instagram to invite them to the Sassy Watch dinners. So be careful, Mr. Watch Your Timing. All right, so let's get into the videos here, into the content. He's got the Macallan 18, which is a good whiskey. The Macallan, I'm a fan of the Macallan 18. That's a good. No, come on. This is not a replay. This is the real deal right here, baby. We give you fresh content. This is not like some of these channels. It's not like some of these Buchiachistan channels. You got to send money now if you want live content. I mean, I love these guys who complain and then they never send any money. I mean, these people that complain about live, fresh content, replay content, and has this guy ever donated any money? No. So, all right, let's see here now. Let me move down here. I think he had a question also. Okay, so what does he have? What does he have? The blues. Oh, that blue. The Rolex, the Landlord watch is from 1991. Okay. So wow. Okay, listen. This is a 1991 watch, which means it's got the shitty bracelet. It's got kind of that shitty chimsy clasp. But here's the deal: you get a lot for your money with this watch. You really do. I mean, this is like what, 25 grand. You get a lot of money for the. I mean, it looks like an expensive watch, right? The blue, the gold. It's the real King Tut, right? He's got the Macallan 18. He's got the sneakers. He's got the backpack. He's got the hoodies. He's got the hoodies, the backpack, the McLarens. He's not in Miami though. Okay, now this watch. Okay, let's get into we'll go through the watches one by one. Okay, this watch. You got to get rid of this. This is a piece of shit. This is a Rolex, steel Rolex. Hold on a second. Wedding day. What? Okay, so Okuk. I got bad news. This guy's married. So the Okuk now, but does it matter for this guy? I think the Okuk is also married. But these guys, they're all like, they're all switch hitters. Like what's his name? Like the Diddy with the grooming parties. So this guy. Okay, I got to say this. All right. You don't wear a Rolex Submariner to your wedding day. I mean, maybe this was when maybe if you were 20, you didn't know any better. Okay, you don't wear a stainless watch, a two-tone watch for a formal occasion. You got to wear a watch on a strap. Elegant, time only, no seconds, just hour and minute, okay? Two hands on a strap. Patek, thin. You're talking about, I don't know, like Ellipse, Calatrava. Now, this guy does have a Calatrava. I don't know if he got that later, but he should have worn the Calatrava. So, but hey, listen, you only learn things later in life. But that's what this channel is for. So this watch is I don't know if he still has it, but I'd get rid of that. The Submariner. Okay, I'll have my comments. I'll have the comments. Okay, let's see what he's got here. We'll add the comments later. We'll add the comments. We got a Daytona. With a ceramic. Okay. Look how good this watch looks. I mean, the Landlord watch. I mean, you get it. Oh, wait a minute. This is with the diamonds. Oh, hang on. Back the truck up. Wait, this is the. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Wait. I'm confused. Wait, does he have two different watches? Wait, did I miss something? Am I missing something? Wait, this is the new one. This is the ceramic. And this one has the diamonds in the, which actually looks very, very cool. I've actually had one of these on the wrist in a two-tone. So I don't think he has. I'm not sure. I don't think he has that anymore. No, okay, he doesn't have that anymore. He does. I have no idea. Watch your timing. I mean, look, he's welcome to hop on. I don't know if but this is a great dial. The dial is great. I don't like the ceramic. You guys know my thoughts on the ceramic, but this watch in two-tone, again, notice the diamonds. That is very, very cool. When you have the diamonds like in the round, like they look like little diamond golf balls. I mean, it's super cool on the two-tone. I haven't seen it. I think this is a flat blue, so I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure. Martel Cordon Bleu, great cognac. This is my favorite actually. Cordon Bleu. Great stuff. I mean, listen, this guy's getting a free watch. He hasn't even sent me any whiskey. I know a lot of these grifters, they demand gifts like Artem Pizdets, Tim Wright, the Bogan of Brisbane. You got the Grifter of Venice. They're all a bunch of drunks. Now, and they all expect you to send them gifts of whiskey or cologne, which is a little weird for a guy, video games, video games, whatever. Okay, so let's keep going. This collection so far, we got hit or miss. Now, he's got the sneakers in here. I don't know anything about these sneakers. From what I understand, the sneaker market is big. It's big and booming. So these could be very expensive sneakers. I have no idea. It's probably the kids out there know what's going on. Okay, this is a great watch. By the way, the Royal Oak. Now, this is a terrible picture. This guy, for an Asian, he takes bad pictures. I mean, this is embarrassing. Most Asians are good at taking, like, crisp photos, like, in focus. Now the subject matter, the concept in the photos is good. This is high concept, but very bad photographer. I mean, a lot of these pictures are kind of out of focus or like not cropped well. Like this guy, definitely not. I think who does the best pictures? The Japanese, followed by the maybe the Chinese and Koreans. Okay, now what is this? 5196. This is a new watch. I'm not sure. This is the new one, right? 5196. Hang on a second. I gotta Google it. I gotta Google it. I don't keep these. I don't keep these numbers. And this is the what era is this from? 5196. Is that current? 37 millimeter. I think this is current model. 37 millimeter. And this is the display back, right? No, it's a solid back. It's a solid back. You know what? Okay, I'll get into the review. I'll get into the review. We'll go through. I'm not gonna make any comments yet. Again, terrible picture because you can't see the dial. Okay, I'll show you what the dial looks like. Now this is okay. Okay, now this, check this out, guys. This is an amazing watch. Now this, you're rarely going to see this. In yellow gold, this is the annual calendar. Amazing watch, solid yellow gold. So the calendar, the date goes all around. It's got that wheel all around. You got a bit of the tapisserie. This is a very nice dial. And you got the day and the date. Now, what is the 1560? What is that? What is that thing at the bottom of the numbers? What do those numbers mean? And this is like a 36 millimeter watch. Now, one of our barons, Baron Omar, has kind of a similar watch, but the dual time. This is slightly early. This is apparently 1999. Now, okay, this is a proper picture. At least it's a better picture. Okay, this is the watch. Amazing, amazing watch. I think, is this yellow or rose gold? No, it's rose gold. Okay. I think it's rose. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's rose gold. Okay. The problem with the watch, it wears big. I think this is a 37. I think this 39. This wears big. I think this is great. The dial, this is what you want in the Royal Oak. You want that bright white tapisserie dial. You want that bright white tapisserie dial. Yeah, it's unbelievable but true. And by the way, look, you too, that's right. Once you see, you too can get a collection review. When you become a baron, all you got to do, click the join button. Okay, it's $5 a month, $4.95, and you become a baron. You become an aristocrat. You get a free watch collection review. You get what else you get? You get access to top secret content. Yeah, look, our top secret content we save for the aristocrats. By the way, we do have on this channel, quick plug, we do have some inventory available through our wholly owned subsidiary. I'm going to show this. Honestly, I haven't been really aggressive at selling it. The Patek Ellipse 3582 on the left, 3567 on the right. Great prices. Again, the 3582 original condition with the Elibs buckle, cheapest price in America on the planet. Look, you Google it. You Google it. You check Chrono. Okay, that is the best price on the planet. Okay, now, I think this is a great watch. I wish I could wear it. Unfortunately, it doesn't. It just flares out. That strap flares out on my wrist. So he's got these sneakers, the hoodies, the backpacks. I'll tell you right now, I really like this watch. We'll get into the details later. I think he's got two Royal Oaks. Now, what is this cognac here? Pure white. I don't know. It looks like some sort of cheap liquor. The picture is not great. I mean, these pictures are just slightly off. I don't know if they're out of focus or they're like not cropped. They're just off. Like this is this is like a low effort photography. I mean, like he's got a good concept, but then he kind of drops the ball. Okay, so here's the problem I have with this watch. After a while, I find these kind of basic. The steel with the white, I just find them basic after a while. It's kind of like, I don't know. I'm kind of bored with them. Okay, now here's the Patek, 5196. What era is this from? Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Wait, I'm confused. He's got, how many watches does he have? The Patek, the Calatrava. Wait. Oh, this is the 24. Hang on a second. Shit. I don't know what's going on. This guy's got watches. They're coming. They're going. I don't even know what he's got. Like, I don't know what the questions he has. He's got. Wait. Oh, this is the watch. Okay, this is the watch, right? So this is the 2481. That's the vintage, right? You know, these Calatravas, honestly, like they start looking the same to me. Patek 2481. Look, I gotta Google it. I gotta be like Bobby Google. You know Bobby Google, right? Bobby Google, aka the Pillsbury Doughboy with the Taliban beard. You know, the watch expert, that he an Archie program. He knows everything, except he's got to Google it real quick. He's got to Google it. On this channel, we have full disclosure. We tell you when we Google things. What era is this? This is a vintage watch, right? This is like a 60s watch. 60s, I think this is 60s. King size. The problem is they have a couple of these. They look kind of the same, and I don't, the truth is I don't find it that interesting. That's the issue I have with this. Oh, it's 1950s, I think, right? 1950s. Okay. The watches from the 60s I like a little bit better. They got kind of more interesting case shapes. But hang on a second. Let's go back to this. That's the watch. Okay. So, okay, I'll give the comments later. I'm not gonna have comments just yet. He's got two Calatravas. What is it? Okay, I don't know what's going. Some of these may be gone already. All right, he's got the sneakers. I'm sure you guys know what these sneakers are. I have no idea what this stuff is. As long as he's not wearing the Skechers. No Skechers here. I think this guy may be. Oh shit! This guy definitely is getting groomed by the Okuk, because I think the Okuk, the Prince of Chomostan, has this watch. This is the quartz, the Oyster Quartz date, which is like, I don't know. I get it. It was kind of like a hipster watch at some point. These things kind of go in and out. I just like But with the Okuk, like, why does he have that? Because he's not in that demographic. Like the Okuk doesn't wear like sneakers like this, right? The Okuk wears, dad sneakers. He wears like the dad jeans and the dad Skechers and the transition lenses with a $32 jacket with a built-in pocket square from imported from Bangkok or something. Look, the thing with the quartz, I'm not a fan of quartz. I have from number of reasons. The oyster quartz, I'm just not into that bullshit. Like, if you're gonna get a quartz watch of that kind of, let's just use the word, high horology, I'd rather get a Patek Beta, Audemars Piguet Beta. Those are the quartz. The only issue is if they break, they're expensive to fix. But at least the case shapes are beautiful. They're cool. They're funky. And they're unique. With the Rolex, it's just, I don't know, it's just not my thing. It's just too much chomo. I don't think he has this watch anymore, but he's got the sneakers. I guess, I see. I think he collects these sneakers. This looks like one of those display cases that these people have. I don't understand the sneaker thing. Do these people buy used sneakers? Like somebody's used sneakers, somebody was wearing the sneakers, they sweated in them, they smell like their feet, then they sell them. And some guy sniffing them. Who knows what's going on with these? Okay. Okay, this is basic. Japanese whiskey. The Japanese whiskey, is it overrated? I don't know. I've never had this. I don't know. I've had a few Japanese whiskeys. They're actually pretty good. Nothing mind blowing. I think my favorite, if I had to say my favorite whiskey, would probably be like one of the Macallans, the Macallan 18. The other one, Macallan 18. I don't know. How does it get better? Maybe I'm basic. I just like that smooth whiskey. He's got a King Tut. This is the ceramic Chomo version. Wait, I think these are old watches. I think he got rid of these because hang on, okay, this is okay, but okay, this is the page. Let's just go through the page to see what he's had here. This is the one with the diamonds. Is this the one? Yeah, I think this is the one with the diamonds. Yeah. Okay. Again, terrible picture. It's out of focus. I don't even know what's going on here. Looks like a JLC, right? Oh yeah, JLC. Stainless steel. And what is that? You got the two crowns. So what's the other function? I don't know. That's a hard pass. In steel, hard pass. On this channel, the only JLC has to be solid gold. Okay, man, this guy's gone through a lot of watches, I think. This is what it looks like. Because he's sending me pictures of only like 5 watches. But we're going to go through the whole history. So he's got the whiskey. He's got lobsters. What is this? Oh shit! This guy. I mean, this guy is in that archive. Oh, you know what? I think this guy definitely is a target for the Okuk. See, no, this guy's in good shape, right? No hair, hairless. That's what the Okuk likes. He likes the hairless Asian guys in good shape. This guy, I don't know if this guy's in the twink category. I think this is like what is it called? There's like a different category when somebody's like more, more athletic or muscular is the word. This guy's like works out, right? So I don't know if he's in the Okuk, because I think the Okuk likes him more like shorter and like thinner, right? So, but I don't know. We don't know. But this guy, this guy's in shape. He's into sneakers. He's got the oyster quartz. This guy is high risk. He's at risk youth of being groomed by the Chomo Stanley channels. And this is the Bogan of Brisbane watch, master compressor, in gold. I think this is the rose gold, right? I think it's the black doll. No, I think it's a gray doll, if I'm not mistaken, right? Again, you're getting a lot for your money. This guy definitely wants to flex. This guy's like this guy's a flexer. He's got the sneakers, so he's doing the whole flex thing, right? The whole flex thing. So he's got the Instagram with the sneakers, the whiskey, the whole thing. I think this is the Archie has a different one, but very close. I mean, this guy barely escaped from Chomostan. Barely escaped. Okay, so it looks like, he's with a woman. Okay, so Okuk, I think this guy's taken it. I think he's married, right? He's got, okay, those look like wedding rings. Cartier wedding rings. Okay, so the Okuk, you're missing out. This guy's taken. He's gonna try to flip him. He's got his and hers Rolex. Listen. Look, seriously, this was you got. I think he got rid of the oyster quartz. I think this may have been like some sort of like. It was probably like one of these like, I don't know. It was like a lark type of thing. I don't know. It's a horrible watch. I'm just telling you. It just looks like some sort of like, pedo vibes. Like who's the guy from BBC, the pedo guy that they had, the British radio guy who was the pedo dude. Anybody remember that guy? I don't know. You know who I'm talking about. Okay, it'll come to me. All right. Let's see. What else? Oh, he's got this. This is the watch. I think that's the early version of the JLC. You got a calendar on it. I mean, the one that Archie has, I hate to say it, is a better watch. I think this is an older version. The JLC is very hit or miss. It really is very hit or miss. I'm very annoyed with them. Okay, so I bet the Okuk is watching. So now we see this guy's legs. He's not very hairy. I think the Okuk is going to be all. I think he's probably watching. That guy is always he's trolling all the channels. He's looking for fresh meat. I think he look, watch your timing. If a certain gentleman named Original OC reaches out to you and invites you to a sassy watch dinner and offers to get you watches, at retail from Puka or whatever, or offers to invite you to his hotel room, invites to hotel room meetups, just say no. Just say no, because you're definitely up his alley. Uh-oh. What do we got here? Oh, what happened here? Uh-oh. No. Come on, man. No. This is a hard pass. No. Okay. Look, okay. Let's make it very okay. Shit. Okay, I got to tell okay, for all the aristocrats, do not do this. This is a disaster. Look, this guy is definitely experimenting. So I don't know. This guy's definitely at risk because he likes to experiment. So hopefully he doesn't experiment, with the gentlemen's. But this guy's definitely into experimentation. So again, very at risk youth. Okay, guys, don't try this at home. Here's the hard rule: a submariner. If you're gonna put it on a strap, you got to either do it on a rubber. It's got to be on the rubber, like I did this on the white rubber from what is it? It wasn't Horus. It was one of the Swiss companies. What is it called? Whatever. And you know what? It was kind of cool, but after a while, I don't know, it just doesn't work because the clasp, just the clasp thing is there, and it's kind of like, I don't know. It was actually okay though. I like it. So if you're gonna do this, you got to do rubber. You don't do it on leather because the idea is you go swimming in it. You can't swim in this. Now, if you have a solid gold, if you got the solid gold submariner, and you have the nipple dial only. Again, nipple dial. Let's be clear. Nipple dial, solid gold, 1970s to like 1981. Looks great on leather strap, a crocodile, whatever you put it on. And as long as you got to get the gold Rolex buckle, you can get away with it because it's a vintage watch and it's a different vibe. When you have a solid gold head on a strap, the Submariner with the nipples, look, the nipples make the watch. Okay, you got to have the nipples. Without the nipples, it doesn't work. All right. So that was a failed experiment. Yeah, this is a failed experiment. Look at the buckle that they give you this buckle. It is a disaster. Look, this is a disaster. This guy was experimenting. I'm look. We're not gonna give you here. We're gonna keep it real here, right? We're gonna tell you the truth. So that was a disaster. This watch is basic. Omega. Oh, okay. So I'm assuming he started off with these watches like 2 or 3 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago. It looks like it looks like a younger guy. So again, this guy's at-risk youth. The Okuk is probably watching this. He's probably got his pants around his ankles already. Oh my God. All right. So this guy's probably new to the hobby, as the punters call it. I hate that word, the hobby. It just sounds so fucking creepy. So yeah, this guy's pretty new, but the collection looks like it's advanced. It's advanced pretty rapidly. So I'll give you kind of let me see, how far did it advance? Okay, he's got the cat. He's got the basic bitch Rolex. He's got the Zenith, the Archie luxury crap. He's got the whiskey. Okay, let me see. Let's see. So he had the Milgauss. Oh, this guy's gone. This guy's gone through a lot of watches. He's gone through a lot of watches. He had a vintage Day. Oh, with the Spanish doll. No, Spanish. That's I think it's Spanish. Oh, and this is a nice dial, brown dial, and it's got fading in the loop. I don't really care about this fading. Look at the loom thing has got banged out. The loom stuff got banged out. I'm not a fan of that, honestly. I know it's the patina. Fuck the patina. I don't want to see damage. Unless you're the original owner, you want it in better condition. But it's a cool watch. The brown dial. I think it's a yellow. I think it's a rose gold. I'm pretty sure it's rose gold. I can't tell. He had the Panerai. He had the Explorer. This guy's been through. I think did he have this? I don't think it doesn't look like he's on the wrist. He's got the Hublot. Oh, maybe he did own this. New watch alert means he bought it. Horrible watch. Okay, so he started off in Chomostan. He had the Omegas. Okay, so basically this guy is a refugee from Chomostan or in Buchiachistan. Okay, so let's see. He started off with some JLC. Okay, now that watch, the Submariner. Oh, it's a new one. Okay. Ceramic. Oh, he's selling the watch? I'm confused. What is going on? Is he a flipper? Is he a flipper or what is going on here? I don't know what's going on. Is this guy a diller? Is he a diller? He's got the sneakers. He's got hoodies. So he's selling a Rolex on a rubber strap without the buckle, without the clasp on the rubber. And it looks ugly when you have the basic, like basic bitch steel from somebody else. Now you gotta have the one from who is it? The one where you can put it on the clasp. Okay, so let's see. So he started off with these Chomostani watches. He moved on to looks like a Datejust 41. Which I think is a good watch. Datejust 41 is like, it's kind of a bigger watch, right? It's a 41 millimeter, but it actually wears well. I've had it on the wrist. Blue dial, green dial, classic watch. The black dial, you don't want this in the black. You want this in the blue. You got to have this in the blue or the green. Blue or green. Okay. Okay, he's gone through some shitters. He had an Omega. That's a hard pass. What is going on here? He's got some different tools for. Okay, let's. Some homoerotic vibe going on here. I don't know. There's a homoerotic vibe with the Rolex. Let's see. Again, do not do this. It's gotta be on the rubber. Don't do this on the strap. This is horrible. But look, this guy probably, he's experimenting. Okay, so he's got the wife. The wife has the Rolex. Okay, two-tone. Okay. Let's see, Omega shitter watch, shitters. Okay, again, 3 years ago, you got to give him a little bit of a break. He's got the Zenith. By the way, the Zenith actually, Zenith is a good brand, good quality, interesting. They do interesting stuff. I would never buy it, but I appreciate Zenith for just as a whatever. Again, I would never buy one, but nothing really wrong with it. Just you have to explain it. You know what I mean? You just have to explain what it is. Okay, so these are some nasty shitters. Breitling, oof, vicious and nasty. Okay, so this guy definitely was in the Archie luxury phase at some point. So he was, look, he got groomed by the Chomostanis and the Buchiachistanis. So he went through the Hublot phase. The big watch on his wife actually looks okay, right? See? I think that's his wife, right? Is that it? No. Oh shit, I'm sorry. I think that's him. I think that's it. I can't tell. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I think that's him. Okay. No, the guy doesn't have any hair on his eye. He's probably waxing his arm. He's probably like one of these guys he's like Anthony Farrow is like, a lot of these guys that do the whole waxing thing. I don't know. It's not, maybe that's what the kids are doing these days. They do the whole manscaping thing. So that's the watch. Look, you're getting a lot of watch for the money with the JLC. Like it looks like an expensive watch for like $5,000, $6,000. And it's a quality watch. It is a quality watch. Would I ever buy that chronograph? I'm not a chronograph guy. Arguably the greatest three-piece collection. So this is almost 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Greatest three-piece collection. I know people like the Daytona. I'm not the chronograph guy, so I'm not going to comment on it. I don't like anything with the ceramic. I'm against all ceramic on Rolex. I'm going to pass on these three. It's a hard pass. This is a hard pass. Oh, it's the Memovox. That's what it is. It's a hard pass. Steel, hard pass, garbage. Get rid of it. Milgauss. With the blue dial, it's kind of cool. That blue dial, I think, is cool. But it's a stupid watch because it's just a thick watch. And what are you, a nuclear engineer? You gotta worry. It's like a retarded watch, basically. It's cool though. You know what I mean? It has a certain vibe. You know what I mean? It has a certain vibe. I wish the Milgauss didn't have that stupid thick case to keep it away from the electron. Oh shit! This guy definitely got groomed by Archie. He's got the Louis Vuitton hard case. This guy was watching Archie for sure. That's what was going on. He's an escapee from Chomostan. But at least this is a vintage. This is a vintage Louis Vuitton here. Oh, 1983. Okay, it's a 1983 Louis Vuitton. Okay, so this guy's born in 1983, so he's 40. Oh shit, this guy's too old for the Ocock. Wait. This guy's 42 years old. This guy's like way too old for the Ocock. I thought this guy was in his 30s, like 31. No, okay, this guy's way too old for the Ocock. Okay, too old for the Ocock. 1982 would be 40 years, right? But did I do my math correct? Yeah. Okay. So he may not be at risk of getting groomed. But you never know. You never know, because I think he was okay. So let's see. He's got the Rolex. Okay, so you know, he went through an experimentation phase. Everybody's got to start somewhere. Look, we all have to start somewhere. What matters is where you end up, right? What matters is where you end up. Okay, is this the green dial? Yeah. Okay, this is a nice watch. He may have got rid of this watch. I mean, this guy's had so many watches in here. This is a classic. You can't go wrong with this. I think if you're going to have one Rolex, like if I was in my 20s or something, this is the watch I would get. Jubilee 41 millimeter, the Jubilee bracelet, the mint green or the blue. It's a great watch, great dial, just a cool watch. 10 grand, you know. It's probably what, 9 grand, 10 grand. Look, great watch, classic. This is a classic, pure classic. It's never, you're never going to go wrong with this. All right. So I don't think he has it anymore. It's gone probably. So what is left? Now hold on a second. Was that a female watch? Because I don't know what's going. Was that a smaller size? 36. Oh, it's 36. Oh, okay. That's the classic size. Okay. They do this in 41 and 36. And 36, by the way, is perfect. I mean, like I'm wearing right now, I'm wearing a 36 millimeter day date. The 41 actually looks also, I could pull it off. It actually looks fine. Either way is good. So these are great. Okay, now he does have this Wimbledon. I think he still has this Wimbledon. The Wimbledon is horrible. You got to get rid of the Wimbledon. All right. So, all right, let's go through the collection. Let's go through the details here. Let me go through this real quick. We'll do the quick review here because I think he's got, okay. So what does he have? He has the AP, the annual calendar, which we saw. Great watch. Rolex Daytona Black Bezel. That's the ceramic. Garbage. Get rid of it. Daytona Black Bezel. Garbage. You know, it's pure trash. Rolex Submariner Black. Why does he need another Submariner? Why does he need 2 Submariners? And he's got a Wimbledon. Okay, okay. The Wimbledon dial, you got to get rid of the Wimbledon is a horrible watch. It makes no sense. It really makes no sense. That Wimbledon, I don't know what I think this guy really loves that watch. I'll tell you right now what's wrong with this watch. Is this the Wimbledon? I think it's the Wimbledon. The Roman numeral, it's just a mess. It's really just a mess. It's a hot mess. It's just too busy. It's not clean. It's going to look like an old man watch in a couple of years. Trust me on this. Get rid of it now if you can get your money out of it. It's garbage. You want the clean stick dial like you had before. The clean stick dial is the way to go. Now, the annual calendar is a great watch, and these are going to increase in value. Annual calendar, Royal Oak, you're not going to see these. These are very rare, really very rare. And this is a great example. They did a couple of different variations of this watch, and some of them are just too funky. Okay, so this is the picture here. Again, this guy takes the worst pictures. They're out of focus. The background is horrible. The lighting is horrible. Terrible picture. Quality is horrible. Concept is good. I mean, this guy has good concept. Execution is terrible. Okay, so I think this is the current collection. It's very simple. Get rid of that piece of shit Rolex with the ceramic. It does not belong in the collection. It just doesn't belong. It doesn't. Look, if you're going to, I think at this point, I'm going to take a wild guess. I'm going to assume that, you could probably afford a $30,000 watch, right? So here's what you do. Get rid of this piece of shit, Daytona, and you get yourself the Daytona, the white gold blue dial. If you need to have something that's low key, you get yourself the white gold blue dial, or you get yourself a two-tone with the gold bezel, which is just as good. It could be champagne dial, it could be black dial. I think they're all cool, just as long as it has a solid gold bezel, not the ceramic garbage. The Royal Oak date triple count, do whatever date, whatever it is. Great watch. Those are going to be valuable at some point. That's a great watch. Do not sell that watch. Do not sell that watch. The Submariner. If you have the watch, I think it's okay. You're not. It's kind of money in the bank. You probably paid what, low 20s, maybe 25 grand, maybe a little bit more. You're not going to lose money with the watch. It's just money in the bank, especially gold prices have been going up through. Was it over 30? What are we? 3,500, 3,400 an ounce? Crazy prices. I mean, you could melt that watch. But if I were you, I would get a nipple dial. I would get a watch from the 70s because you're basically going to have a watch with more upside potential, and it's a cooler watch that you could also wear on a strap. And it would look great on a strap. You want the nipple dial, okay? Okay, the Patek Calatrava, I guess it's a 50s watch from what you told me, right? It's okay. I mean, it's a nice watch. Look, it's a nice watch. I mean, I think there's better Calatravas out there. No, by the way, I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm not saying. I think it's a classic watch. It's like money in the bank. It looks like the original flat strap, which I love the flat strap. I think there's just kind of better Calatravas out there. You know what I mean? Like I would go for. There's other versions I would go for. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a fine watch. It's a classic watch. There's just better ones out there. I'd get rid of this right here. I would get rid of that immediately. The Wimbledon, I don't know who's buying this garbage. Whoever's buying it, just sell to them, okay? And the basic, again, basic Rolex. You don't need two of these. I mean, I don't know why you need two of them. If you're gonna get one, just get a classic bluesy, pre-ceramic. I'm just not a fan of the ceramic. Let's see. 5190 Calatrava. Okay, what is the question? Okay, the question. Okay, thinking of adding 3 more watches and I'll be done for. Okay, first of all, nobody's ever done forever. Okay, King Midas. Oh shit, this guy. I mean, I don't know. This guy must have probably gotten groomed by the Oak. King Midas. It's a hard pass. The Rolex Midas. I mean, that's like Chomo stand. I think the Oak has one of those. I mean, this guy definitely. I mean, this is. I mean, this guy definitely is going to get invited to a sassy watch dinner. The King Midas is, first of all, I'll tell you a couple things wrong with it. The design is just off. It's kind of a watch that kind of like pedo type guys, pedo groomers were wearing that watch in the 70s. Like low end drug dealers in Miami had that watch in the. It's just it's a weird watch, and the problem also is the trend for that watch. I think is past it. I mean, the time to buy the King Midas would have been like 6 years ago, 7 years ago. That would have been the time to buy this. Okay. The trend is moving away. The market's moving to other things, like it's going to things like the Ellipse or whatever. Okay, Rolex President with special dial. Rolex President. I'll tell you what it is. You know what you get? I can tell you right now. The Rolex that you want, I'll tell you the best one. The Rolex that you want, my friend, is I'll tell you right now. rose gold meteorite dial. Rose gold meteorite dial, 36 millimeter. You want this kind of like 2007, which has got the solid bracelet. You want the solid bracelet, not the chimsy bracelet. Again, the solid one, not the chimsy, not the one that pops open when you clap your hands. This is a bad picture. But in rose gold meteorite, for like 35 grand, if you could probably get one. It's probably the way to go. Or, you know, they have some new modern ones, which I think are, you know, the problem with the new modern one is again, you're getting into these kind of like $45,000 range. And what happens there is, you know, you're competing against $30,000 watches. So those are dropping in value. If it doesn't bother you that the watch is going to drop in value, they actually have some pretty cool 36 millimeter now in rose gold with the blue dial with the diamond baguette markers. I think it's kind of cool. Or the green dial, 36 millimeter rose gold green dial would be the way to go. Again, you're not gonna, you know, they're not gonna retain value. They're gonna drop in value. Hard pass on the Midas. Seriously, hard pass. Patek World Time, hard pass on the World Time. That's a sex tourist watch, a very low end. Really, I mean, this guy's definitely in that kind of Archie Okuk Chomo. He very easy for him to fall into that thing there. Okay, so let's go back to this guy's thing here. All right, so you know what? Look, keep the Royal Oak annual calendar or whatever the date. Great watch. Those are going to increase in value. You know, the Patek is okay. You know, a vintage watch, good to have it. I'd get rid of the ceramic. I'd get rid of anything with ceramic. Okay, first of all, I'd get rid of anything with ceramic. If you need to have a white metal for whatever reason, you know, again, white gold blue dial Daytona, or the two-tone Daytona, you know, previous, you know, with the gold bezel. You know what? Look, if you have to get like another watch, if you have, by the way, this is a great watch. I don't know if you sold this watch. It's a beautiful watch. The Royal Oak, the solid. What makes this really great is you got the solid piece of gold with the angles, but it's on the leather strap, so you get more contrast. It draws more attention to the case. And the dial is beautiful. You got the white, bright sun, you know, the white, silvery white, beautiful dial. I hope you didn't sell that watch. It's a great watch. I'm not sure what this guy has now. I don't know if he got rid of these. It seems like there's a lot of stuff that's come and gone. Is this the one with the diamonds? No, the other one has the diamonds. So I'm not sure. It's very confusing what he has right now. But look, if you know, I think a two-tone, maybe like a yacht man, you know, if you want like a casual beater watch, if you want a casual beater watch, you know, I'd get rid of the Submariner. Okay, there we go. There we go. Our Baron Nutzer. Look at this. We got the Chomo stand. We got Patek Philippe, the Prince of Chomo stand. The King Midas. There we go. Listen, King Midas, Patek World Time. These are Chomo watches. Yeah. So with date, I mean, again, the problem with date is, you know, you're competing against, you know, $10,000 watches from the 80s that are just as good. So it's very hard to justify spending, you know, 40 grand on a brand new one. Although they are beautiful, the bracelets are incredible. The quality is much, much better. Again, The bracelet quality you can't compare. But, you know, if you put on a strap, then you don't have to worry about it. So it's very difficult to justify the day date. But if you had to get a new day date, maybe a rose gold meteorite dial, or, you know, I don't know if you have the budget for like a stone dial, like a malachite stone dial or something like that, because, you know, those are going into the 50s and 60s. And the problem is, there's a lot of fakes. There's like nobody knows. Very few people know the difference between the real one and the fake one. Because the guys making these dials, they're not made in China. They're made in Italy. Okay, again, I said this before. The Italians are like the masters of, you know, working with stone miniatures. They're doing it for, you know, for thousands of years. They've been working with marble for thousands of years. Okay, they've been working with, you know, miniature stone, you know, pietra dura, for, you know, 600 years. It's in their DNA. So they could do stone dials better than Rolex. So you're gonna get. So I wouldn't buy a vintage stone dial, because nobody knows. Really, nobody really knows if it's real or not. Nobody. All these guys, all these so-called experts, no, they don't know anything. These guys who claim to be experts, they pull out the loop. You know, you've seen these guys. You know, you got the raccoon eyes. You got the guy from Miami with the raccoon eyes and the t-shirts, and you know, he's got those heavy jackets, the heavy cotton like coats that he wears, lab coats with a loop. He keeps pulling out the loop like he's you know, Inspector Clouseau. He doesn't know anything. None of these fucking guys know anything. I'm telling you, all these guys, these so-called vintage people, they don't know anything. Nobody knows. They really don't. When it comes to Rolex, because it's just very easy to fake, and there's been guys making fakes for like 20 years already. All right, so what I would say, look, if you need to get a Patek Philippe out of your system, the 3940 is probably out of your budget by now. So I would get a Patek 5140 R. There you go. Holy shit, look at this price. 38 G's? Naked. And we don't know who this person is. Who knows? But that's not a bad deal. But these are dropping. These are dropping like Bill Clinton's pants in an Arkansas farmhouse. I think they're very close to bottoming out. I mean, look at this. 38 grand. Beautiful watch, by the way. I mean, I'd be tempted to buy one if I didn't have one already. I mean, I have the 3940, but, you know, if I didn't have the 3940 already, I'd probably be tempted to buy this. These are dropping. Again, these are dropping like Bill Clinton's pants in an Arkansas farmhouse. 38 G's. I mean, again, dropping fast. If they're going to bottom out probably at 30 grand, like low 30s. I think these are going to bottom out low 30s. And I would get the chocolate. Don't get the white. I think one of the Chomos on the Chomo channel, the Chomo and the Patek Philippe channel, I think one of those guys bought the fifth. Oh shit! I'm sorry. It's not on the screen. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's what we're talking about. I guess it wasn't on the screen even. Hang on a second. Did you see? Okay, so yeah, basically, look, if you need to get like a Patek, you got to get something out of your system. I think you probably want something more like a complication, something a little bit more mature. I mean, this is it. These are probably going to drop to about 35 grand. Rose gold chocolate dial. Beautiful combination. Do not get the white dial in this 5140. It's garbage. You got to get the chocolate. There's a lot of them. Look at this. I mean, there's a bunch of them on the market. I don't know why people don't like it, but it'll change. It'll probably bottom out and probably start increasing in value in about 5 years. So this is like a buy and hold. This is a long-term hold. It's a long-term hold. But if you hold it for 10 years, you'll be okay. You're not gonna, I don't think you're gonna make big money. It'll probably be like a $60,000 watch in 10 years, but when you count for inflation, you know, that you're basically kind of going to be flat. Let's see. So you got Patek Perpetual. I don't think, I'm not going to talk about vintage because, those things are just too much of a like one-off. But put it this way, you got a great Royal Oak. That's a great Royal Oak that you have. That's going to increase in value. You might want to get, again, like a Yacht Master. If you have to get one in, steel with a blue dial or the two-tone chocolate dial, if you need like an everyday beater watch that has, a timing function, it's got the Rolex thing. Or you know what you get? Apparently this guy does like vintage. So I would get, Turnograph. Wow. Okay, by the way, this is the steel. These are hard to find. Turnograph. Wow. Original box, original papers. Hard to find original box, original papers in this. Now this thing looks like it's been polished, maybe. Yeah, it looks like it might have been polished. I'm not sure what's going on. I have no comments on the condition. I don't know the condition of the watch. And, brand new, these were like $6,000. I mean, so it looks like these have been sneaking up. These have been in a stealth bull market. You got the, what happened? This one disappeared on the screen. Rolex Turnograph, two-tone, if you got to have something like that. Or the solid gold Turnograph. I would get head only, the head only. So, not the, wow, these are, okay, so these are selling as full sets. A head only is probably going to be like 10 grand. Wow, this is not bad. Okay, there you go. That's what it looks like. But this one comes with a bracelet. You're getting actually a lot of value here. Let me see. Is this the original bracelet? Wow. 16,000 with the bracelet. And this one looks like it's in good condition. It looks pretty crisp. I mean, I would say it's in, good condition. Not great, but good condition. The black, I don't know about the black markers. But you get the idea. It's a 36 millimeter watch. There we go. Solid gold. Look how good that looks. It has a certain vibe, it has like a certain patina. I mean, this guy appreciates patina, so maybe he'd appreciate something like this. These are going to increase in value at some point. Now, look, I've been saying that for like 4 years. This is in good shape. See, I've been saying that for 4 years, but trust me on this. These are going to move. At some point, the Turnograph is going to explode. When is that going to happen? Literally any day. Literally any day, the Turnograph, I believe, is going to explode. We could be a year away. We could be a year away from the Turnograph exploding. All right. I don't know. What do you punters think? What do you punters think of the collection of Watch Your Timings collection? Yeah. I mean, listen, it's not bad. It's not bad. This guy's got, he needs to improve his picture taking quality. Half the pictures are out of focus. Something is wrong with half the pictures. The concepts are good, but something, I don't know, either they're out of focus or the lighting or something is off. He needs to take a remedial photo class or something. This collection has promise. I would get maybe a Turnograph, a Patek Perpetual, a Yachtmaster. I'd get rid of, again, you don't want to go redundant. You don't need the redundancy of the of having that submariner. I'll tell you what. Let me tell you something. If you get yourself a Patek 5140, by the way, I'm not on the payroll. They're not paying me. I don't give a shit. I don't have one for sale. I just think that the prices are good. They're gonna drop. Just to be clear, they are gonna drop a little bit more. But if you get this watch, which is, hang on a second. If you get the watch, I was talking to Baron Omar, and he mentioned something which, I've mentioned, which is this. You got all these so-called experts. You got all these, they're all gurus. Everybody's an expert. You got the Bogan of Brisbane. You got the one-eyed Ukrainian, Artem Pizdet. You got the Pillsbury Doughboy. You got the Hungary Hippo. You got the Tromostan, the Okuk, you got the Prince of Porn Valley. You got the JJ Buchiachistan. You got, there's a whole bunch of these monkeys, right? You got, what's his name? You got the Grifter of Venice. But guess what? Have you noticed that none of these Buchiaks, none of these Chomos, none of them have a Patek perpetual calendar? Think about that. You Google it. Even Juan and Kino, the Puerto Rican hubcap thief. The Puerto Rican hubcap thief? This guy, this Buchiak, who does the same video every day for the last 5 years. This guy has been doing the same video. And by the way, I think he mentioned something like in December, he was saying, oh yeah, starting in January, I'm not going to be doing videos because I'm going to be busy with my grandkids. I'm going to be I'm not going to be on YouTube. This guy's been this guy's doing 2 new videos a day, all the same topic, the same shit every day. He's talking about, the watch market is dead, the same story. He hasn't had a new story. By the way, he has some nice watches, but he doesn't have any real serious watches. He's got basic bitch Puerto Rican hype watches. If you're a Puerto Rican in Miami, those are the watches you get. You get a Rolex Submariner, you get a Nautilus, a Royal Oak. He doesn't have a perpetual calendar. He's never had a perpetual calendar. Because the perpetual calendar, the Patek Perpetual, is basically for the aristocrat, for the true aristocrat. That's why the only channel with the perpetual is this channel. That's right. Unbelievable but true. Unbelievable true. I've been telling you guys, I told you about the Patek 3940G, the top G. Told you guys about that watch, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. If you had that watch, you'd be sitting on a massive profit. And you know what? That watch is going to go to the moon. It's going to the moon, baby. It is going to the moon. The prices are up bigly. You know what bigly means? You Google it. Look at this. The 3940G. Let me just check what the values are. We're up to 100 G's now, and this is for an Italian guy. This is not even American. This is a guy in a third world country. Okay, where is this guy? This guy is in Parma. Okay, do not buy anything from anybody in Parma. The grifters, I'm sorry to say this, they're scoundrels. Parma is where the Fiera de Parma, they're grifters. Parma. These guys have been grifting for centuries. Okay, he's asking 103,000, 100 G's. Okay. I'm telling you, this is going to be a $250,000 watch in a couple of years. And how come Archie Luxury doesn't have this watch? How come Patek Philippe? How come the Patek Philippe, Peasant Philippe, does not have it? You know why? Because the pikers, they're peasants. The only one who has this watch is the Colonel. That's right, the Colonel. Yours truly has the 3940G full set final series, baby, with the pushers, with the box, with the winder, with everything. And that's right. Why doesn't Patek Philippe have one? You know what? Because he's a chomo. He's a peasant. These are the prices. I told you it was going to go up. These prices have doubled. You know what these Buchiachistan on these chomo channels have? They all have like the basic bitch. 50. Oh, I got a 5396. Oh, I got the 5396. Oh, it's a Tiffany dial. Oh, it's a Tiffany dial. Oh, it's garbage. This is basic bitch. This is a basic bitch Patek. This is the Patek you buy when you can't afford a real watch. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is, but we all have to start out that way. I mean, look, yours truly, I had this exact watch. I got it at a really good price, and I was able to trade it for the 3940, a direct trade. And imagine if I didn't do the trade, I'd be sitting on a dead money, and instead I've doubled my money. That's right. This, by the way, the 5396G, this watch is dropping like Bill Clinton's pants in a Arkansas farmhouse. This watch is dropping faster than the Ocuck's pants in a Chicago bathhouse. The 5396G, look at the prices. They're down to 25 grand for white gold. And that's not good. So I think the Ocuck got the one with the blue dial with the baguettes. That watch is already down 30%. I mean, the moment you walk out the door, you're down 35%. Now, here's the thing, though. I actually think it's kind of a cool watch if you do it. If you do it on the bracelet, either like rose gold or you do the white gold blue dial. This is a horrible photo. Terrible photo. Wow, this guy takes worse photos than our aristocrat. But like this watch is probably full set. I think he polished it. This is going to go into the 30s, but look, for 35 grand, let's say 38 grand, on the for some reason on a bracelet this actually wears well. On a bracelet, it actually wears well. I would actually consider buying this on a bracelet, and I'll tell you why it's better than the baguettes. The problem with the baguettes on this model is there's no contrast, so it doesn't really reflect with the light, whereas the white gold plays with the light. I know it doesn't make any sense, but for whatever reason, the white gold markers work a lot better than the diamonds. I was disappointed when I had that 5396G, excuse me, the R, 5396R. I don't know, it was kind of like not that great. It just wasn't that great. So this watch is probably had a whoa, that's a big bracelet. So this thing has definitely had a polish or two, maybe even three. I don't know. Look, I'm not an expert in polishing. I think it definitely has been polished. Oh, it definitely also has scratches. I mean, look, I think this is a cool watch to wear as like a beater watch. Like if you can wear this as a beater, it's the way to go. There it is. That's a better picture. So yeah, look, And the thing I don't like is it's got that 24-hour thing, and the windows, the 24-hour thing. Those things bother me. Outside of that, I mean, it was, it was okay. Wow. Again, the prices are dropping faster than Bill Clinton's pants at the Arkansas farmhouse. Oh my God! Look at this. This is the white gold with the baguettes. I mean, this watch just came out. This is a brand new watch. I think it's like 65 at retail plus your sales tax. And these are going for 50 grand already. That's a big drop. You talk about a 25% drop right out the gate. Right out the gate. You Google it. You Google it. All right, that's it, guys. That's it. We're done with the show. We're done. What else can I tell you? Is there anything else? Can I have any other recommendations or advice? What else? I don't know. What other watches are out there? Is not. I mean, like, there's always something out there. I mean, I have a couple. I mean, like, this guy's particular taste. I kind of He wants something which has a little bit of flash to it, obviously. So, you're only talking about a Patek Perpetual, chocolate dial, or what else? What else is out there? Modern Royal Oak is, I think, a little bit risky. You got risk of drop. You got risk of droppage. Day-date meteorite dial, day-date green dial, rose gold green dial, 36 millimeter if you go new. Yeah, or hey, there's plenty of vintage stuff out there, but stay away from the Midas. The Midas is garbage. The Midas is for chomos. It's for people like Patek Philippe and the old chomo. All right, let me know what you punters think. Leave your nasty, vicious comments below. And again, look, when you join this channel, one of the benefits is you get to have a free watch collection review. That's right. This is a $500 value. Yours free. All right. See you in the next one.